this gives you some team fight engage. You can't just completely cut out your team fights and say, well, better luck next game, and we'll just try and 1-3-1 for this one. But
a little bit, I think the most we saw was Tarzan taking away that Scuttle Crab at level 4. That was kind of it. And then Hacker gets the reset, get both sets of it.
One of these, and he does have the upgraded Q for if it's isolated, which it wouldn't be hit. But if you can get one of these with a smite, 4 grubs will be really important.
I'll also note, oh, he just stole it away.
Steals 1, but he doesn't have smite for the second. Can Hacker stick around for a smite on the next one? Getting all 6 isn't the plan for Ultra Prime. Just getting 1 will be good enough for them, I think. But there's no smite on Tarzan. Breathe.
Got it.
Doesn't manage to ult him out of the pit, so Hacker does get the 1. You weren't expecting to get more than 1 or 2. Getting 1 and unlocking the might buff is important.
Also, really loved Hacker's positioning there. Fighting as Nidalee into grubs is really annoying because all those little mites block your spears. So if you're trying, wonderful.
First strike is a thing. So
We
it does
got
mean that
gold,
Yokai...
baby.
So now the question is, how do Ultra Prime want to change beyond this? Niket's going forwards, doesn't catch Tarzan. Crisp has flash.
And Crisp has no spear and didn't get a chance to use the aftershock, so just dives to first blood to the Kha'Zix.
And once again, Niket
Be a little bit rough, especially when you've got a Kha'Zix at level 9. You cannot walk up as easy as
He's
Xiaohu.
maxed his Q and evolved his Q, so very good neutral objective damage. Tarzan can get a spear, can look for that pounce in. It might have to be a flip though.
For Niket, there's a teleport coming on in. Big damage onto Hacker, who does get a hold of the dragon but dies for it. Tarzan now trying to get out the back of the pit. Doggo gets a big chunk, but nothing more is light. Is low, but not dead. Xingqian into the back line. Scary, Crisp, likely to be burned to his namesake. Goes down, 2 kill back. Flash for the upheaval. Light is going to be snuffed out. Another upheaval onto Xiaohu. And the Skada just comes in and brawls their way to...
It's nice. Doggo on the Ezreal just being a bit of a wave clear bot. Did have one other Ezreal game so far, and I wasn't that impressed. Had an awkward game. Now we see a bit of a fight in the topside river. Crisp is isolated. That kind of sucks.
I remember he's got opportunity. Nothing like the shield from that Edge of Night. That bit more damage available. Breathe from the back end of his Xiaohu. Not quite down to the Sigil Mountain. Breathe is here. But I'm not sure there's much breath to be given. His last one swiftly extinguished by Hacker.
Oh, and it's just as the Baron spawns as well.
Oh,
Tarzan, luckily he's alive. Now, we might see Weibo force mid lane turret, but when you have the isolated Kha'Zix damage onto the Baron, that's going to be powerful. Yokai might try and assassinate Light on the back end of this too.
Wave, isn't he?
No, he's not going to be there in time. Yokai just holding the fort, and it's going to be mid lane turret down for Ultra Prime, but they take the Baron. Fantastic set of plays and skirmishes from them.
And this is with an Ezreal who's not notoriously the fastest Baron taker. Instead, you get...
versus Darius. He's done a great job. He has been the unsung hero. Doggo's out of position, has flash, has barrier, and an E. He's very much out of dodge. And that one attempt again, they use the Ash Arrow, use the Nautilus, and they can't find anything, and they're falling apart in the 1-3-1.
He has a flash, he has an E, and gets to buffer his way through the depth charge with an R as well. Crisp, continue to look, can't find it. The damage back at this point from an Ezreal at 2 items is pretty foul. And now Yokai on the flank looking for an ethereal chains onto Tarzan.
That's the first time. Doesn't stop the inhibitor going down. Dragon's now up. Ash Arrow is available, but there's no flash or engage from Nautilus. Yokai has been caught, though, has the flash.
Wait, Xiaohu looking for an angle. Doesn't really land it. Gets it onto the Skana. Yokai taken low, but not down. Can teleport back in. Niket with a monster Madness Storm gets 5. And they're all going into a mass grave. Ultra Prime. Go plus Ultra. Invert the name. Game 1 victory. Damn the odds. They are the better team in Game 1.
Oh, my word. Niket solidifying again his claim on the fact that he is just one of the best rookie supports we've seen in a while. Niket, fantastic engage, dies on the Nexus turret, but his job was done. Weibo, they didn't contest, they didn't fight, they fall by the wayside.
They finally take a moment to find and engage, and it is too little, it is too late, and Niket, again, this...
That Poppy could be so important at ejecting the Braum shield. I really think that you could have gone for a Skana here if you wanted to have your traditional, calling them now, and you really want to get yourself a good start. We're getting a level 1, there's a Braum in a level 1, Braum Ash very strong. It's not like Leona can't do a lot of damage either. Spear hits onto Tarzan, gonna get forced out for now.
That's the Winter Spite afterwards onto Breed, who ends up with the Permafrost coming on down. Pretty dangerous. Concussive blows, actually. I apologize.
Chris goes in.
Dangerous. The blast cone afterwards. Tarzan low, not dead. Hacker as well. Ignited, not down. Light flashing on forwards. And last order would do it. They will get first blood despite what looked like a phenomenal start for Ultra Prime. Doggo now having a flash. Breathe looking to jump back. Light so low. The barrier doing enough. Finally goes down. Braum value so high. Cannot get onto Crisp, who flashes on out. Another kill. Another rocket jump. Crisp low. Not dead. Another auto for Doggo. And despite what went wrong, a final auto, Winter's Bite, and a style point Q under the tower. 4 for 3, level 1.
2 minutes, 7 kills. You get this.
Been so focused about these early objectives. This time around, though, Tarzan will be here with level 6, I note.
Yeah, and let's see what's happening with the bot lane. Yeah, Hack has the pull off. And they're going in for an all-in on bot side. Braum passive, going to get procs onto Chris. There is a flash on Doggo, not on Niket. He could just die here.
Yeah, Niket's in a dangerous position. Will try and stand forwards, will not make it happen. Doggo flashing away, needs to be afraid because Tarzan, with a flash and a twisted advance, may well leave Doggo to die.
Yeah, I think that Yokai maybe... I think Tarzan just flashes for this at the very best. He has that flash. Cleanse comes through. Q should be enough damage. Gonna be a little close.
A lot of burn with the faded ashes, I think. Oh, no, can't quite get it. Oh, the sapling afterwards. Gonna keep running, but he's gonna tag onto Guardian Shield and a bit of enough speed to get away.
1 minute left to get it. Folks, he's going to get it anyway. It's just for a moment where he's like, okay.
And to shout out another one.
Oh, didn't quite get... yeah. See,
out.
Right there. Actually...
What the arrow? Well, that's right, the javelin toss. I apologize. Flash on forward, pass a shot. Not quite there.
And Yokai jumps in and doesn't get stunned at first. All in towards the bot side now.
Chains of Corruption land. The doors up into that Glacial Fissure by some time. We'll get to back away. A little bit spicy in the bot lane as well.
It is, man, so close. Flash away from both these mid laners. Bomb on tower, though. We did say that there was a minute left to get those plates. And
NW says hello. I remember that particular catch in the Google all those years ago.
It's a 2.5D game. It doesn't quite have that Y-axis on it, or the Z one. Okay, right, going towards the dragon. We have the Asher up again. Is going to hit onto Xiaohu.
But on the other side, Chris gets into the backline. Doggo at about a third, 2/3 HP after the sapling toss damage. Xiaohu down to about half. Winter's bites and concussive blows everywhere, though. Niket's Braum value is unreal. Yokai flashing on over with that W. Still dies to light. Who will stay alive? Just about an ember in the night for Weibo.
Oh, man. I think he's still going to be dead anyway. Qingtian, the rest of the queue, they know he's there. Who do they give it over to?
They give it to Hacker.
They give it to Hacker, takes the last kill. Once again, Niket on the Braum, making the difference. The LDL run could be quite difficult. Not if Niket's hitting all of these cues.
We
have Ash Arrow up again. And that's why I'm getting... I see 8 people on my screen. I see cooldowns up. I see potential of a fight. Herald has spawned. Here we go.
Solar Flare is a bit wide. Chains of Corruption are not, though. All out onto Light. Remember, he's got no summoners left, so he just dies. Yokai rooted up, taken low. There's Breeder in the backline, but the Steadfast Presence runs out, so he gets to hop away. The passive again from Braum is just ridiculous.
Oh my word, Ultra Prime are making it happen. I have no idea how Breed didn't get a kill into one person on the backline there, but because he doesn't, Light didn't have a great game on it in game 1. Doggo really far ahead. Both AD carries really far up now. The thing is, they need to be really far ahead though, because...
Oh boy.
Oh my word, he's done it again.
Oh, into the javelin toss as well. It's so good.
Oh my word, the Ash Arrow again. Doggo does not want to lose the game today, folks. We said Light had an awkward game on the Ash. Doggo has looked fantastic. Really need to play around Breed and his frontlining. If Breed gets into a fight full HP, that can be really dangerous. Doggo's going to take a chunk out of him, but you can see how little damage this Poppy takes. He needs to be such a big player in this fight for Weibo, but Dragon's already gone.
And Doggo didn't need to do damage, he needed to zone him off. And now Crisp's in danger. The Winter's Bite passive again. The heat of summer means nothing at all to the man from the Freljord. Stun backwards, though, is pretty good, but the Primal Surge not enough to keep him alive. They will make it a 1-for-1. Damage back is solid. Doggo finally falls in this game.
He does, and that's an important takedown. Can they get mid lane turret off of that? If they can, that's actually a big win for Weibo. They lost their own turret, they lost the dragon, but getting the shutdown and then also getting it onto Light and taking the mid turret, that's a huge victory for them.
Qingtian decides to step on forwards, though, gets to press W. There's the unravel there. Teleport behind. They want this. Okay, Yokai is there. Tarzan is so squishy with this build. Has to flash away. Stays alive. Rocket jump flash. Busts the shot. Not enough. Oh, Yokai, he's been so close on those calculations. I finally find the word, but it's just not quite delivered a couple times.
Well, folks, someone has really been feeling on Ultra Prime. And this Yokai... Tristan, he's almost outplayed himself. He's going to go up towards that teleport in. If this is from Breed, again, very tanky.
Qingtian, pretty tanky himself, but the Steadfast Presence puts him in danger. Crisp in dangerous. Doggo is here as well. Over the wall goes Qingtian, stays alive. Another W. Crisp so low. Reproach velocity and the slows. Welcome to the coldest summer day of your life. Freljord's bot lane makes it happen.
Scrapping after scrapping. Baron spawned, but I think for once Ultra Prime don't have just playing better in terms of their front line to back line. Now with the Baron started up, we might have to see Tarzan look for a Miracle Seal. He doesn't have Flash. Weibo teleporting in.
perhaps a last chance. Tarzan does not have flash. You are absolutely right. Still throw some
No flash.
potential ult out. Crisp gets hit by the arrow. The wall is good, but it's not enough. Crisp fried. Down to the backline goes Ching-Chen, who's all out. Just this once, Master. Light is dead. Weibo without hope as a result. I'll name a couple other AD carries as we go. As Yukai once again goes rocket jumping forwards and will breathe his last. A few more autos. He's still damn tanky. Maybe I called it a touch too soon. A rocket jump denies the Hexgate, and Ultra Prime just stunt on those kids.
And that will be the last breath for Weibo as Breathe goes down, with Baron going down, and a full team kill from Ultra Prime with everyone living. I think poor from them, and it raises questions again about consistently inconsistent. This team just beat Anyone's Legend, who were undefeated before that point. They took 2 games off them and dealt with them handily. You guys been caught alone in the side lane.
He's got a buster shot in a dream, gets knocked away, but there's still the ultimate there. He think he probably just dies for this. Actually, the damage back is pretty good. Not enough though. The arrow potentially delays things. It's half HP on Xiaohu and Tarzan. Still put them at threat, but Ultra Prime cannot defend.
Contend with.
And all the while, Qingqian continues to shove in mid lane. Xiaohu, 0, 4, and 6 has been absent bluntly on this Talia. Really struggling to find
Could find a fight here. Niket has flash. There's the wall. Through. Doggo
tries to get over the wall. Niket just gets to jump the other side. Now the arrow comes back. Xiaohu in danger, but shoved into the wall as Niket. Still can throw down a glacial fissure. Crisp, dead again. Over the wall goes Yukai with the flash and breathe. Even with the steadfast presence, can't deny that. And the damage back. Yukai! So huge! Yukai gets over. Buster shots him to death. Final Fantasy had it right. Buster in front of the name makes it a deadly weapon. They make the damage stick. Hacker gets another, and Yukai has been going for the style plays all game. This one works.
Oh my word, he finally gets himself the drive-by. Flashes over the wall, autos to kill, Buster shots out the other spectators, and lives. Ultra Prime playing with style, Weibo head in hands. This series, after beating Anyone's Legend, absolutely have been theirs. This might not be the end of the game, but it's about as damn close as it gets to it. Portaling out. And getting themselves to safety.
And a tier 2 in mid as well. This just gets worse and worse and worse, and the king of the jungle ain't no king anymore, looking more like George as he splats into another wall.
Weibo lose another for free. Tarzan, I don't even think this game's on him. I think he did well in the early game, but it has just been nightmare scenario. Ult's coming through, but this is a 5v4.
Crisp again CC'd, and the Leona really struggling into the Braum, and I feel like perhaps in draft
Prime, they don't want to give the easiest fight over to Weibo, but they know that Keeper's Verdict is still down. They've taken the Blast Cone. They can jump back in, keep healing up, and keep bringing Weibo back to the fight. The minions are even killing Nexus Towers.
Send someone back down to half HP. They know what the job is. On the other side, they find the turn again, just making sure that Weibo cannot leave. Another solar flare. Looks more like a child's nightlight this game. Struggling again. Another enchanted crystalline arrow. A glacial fissure afterwards, and they go careening down into the depths. Another kill. Tarzan flashes away, but welcome to deforestation, my friend. There is no more trees to swing from. Your base is gone.
Weibo fall 0 and 4 across 2 series to Ultra Prime. The plucky upstarts bringing in an LGL support, bringing in a new top laner to the roster, and Qingqian 2, he was maligned for 2023. But this band of upstarts of newbies, they have brought themselves...
Faded Ashes and Rumble Clear might be okay.
Okay, right, folks. We have been spun for a loop with the last few picks. The Rumble, which Crocker will be going towards topside, knowing that Aki's there first, though.
Alright, well, this could be a 2v2, and Croco with a nice little angle here could prove problematic, but that's a big wave. Counter-Strike comes on down, gets a 2-man stun. He's going to try and get some shove back. He's Shanty, but a flash on forward, and the flame spin is causing damage. Overheated, but a flash away. A final electro harpoon, not quite there. Aki is body blocking. Ale will go forward with the leap strike, secures the kill. The shield is not enough, and now Aki might be looking more like Aku Aku and being turned into a wooden mask.
Ooh, the flame spin is not quite the bird up. The Aqua, I can't believe you just dropped a random Crash Bandicoot reference in there. I've seen the trade of early grubs for early dragons. Jumping onto Rookie.
What was the decision making here? Do you think he's got like teammates around? Is he trying to stop the entrance in towards the dragon? I guess, because that's what was going on off screen. But it puts Rookie in a very odd position. We'll get out, I think, but I'm assuming this just stops everyone else from getting on in towards the Dragon Pit. Rookie was tagged by the Equalizer down very low.
Arla could come down at any point as well, by the way. Rookie was already... He might look for an execute. If it's been long enough, he might get the the execute. No. Can't do that. Rookie uses the Buster Shot, but Rookie, a very ill-advised all-in, means that... Wait, he has jump again. He can actually jump away. No How long is this going to wait for? He gets some damage on him.
Surely.
And it's going to be a solo kill somehow for Shanks. Gets the tag with the rocket. He's just about to cash in a cult, as is Tristana, though. We could still see a fight, though. Croco, he's left out of the lurch. This is not a great position for a rumble.
That's going to be pretty damaging. At least they get the ultimate back out. Croco with the shield doing a lot of work. Flash onto Zhuo. Will get the kill that Hope gets. Now Kyle needs to body block. Misses one, misses two. Will still survive. Well, Croco is actually his ultimate was interrupted. W goes wide, and the attempt to pick onto the rumble goes wrong.
I really think that Hope is the unsung hero of this. 100 gold advantage already.
Man.
6 grubs, doesn't take the tower shot. Now they're finally reaching topside, but I feel like he's really strong here.
Yeah, don't think he necessarily dies here. He does a lot of damage back. He's slowed down. Actually, the Glacial does a lot of work. Counter-strike, not enough.
So close. The W makes Shanji unstoppable, which means that he can go through for that final bit of damage, but goddamn was that close. Much needed kill. Zhuo has flash, has to blow it. It does really feel like anyone's legend. Even though things have gotten a bit scrappy, they still have a lot of wins in the right places. Arla's going to lose a bit on top side. That's going to be a big bonus for Shanji. Sadly, he doesn't get the kill himself. That would have really helped in evening up that matchup. But now AL have themselves 6 grubs, going to get themselves one of the early dragons. They're feeling okay about the objective game.
Yeah, they certainly are. And the thing is, this Jax, that matchup is only going to get worse from here. Shanji was kind of stuck on a bar.
No. We've talked a lot about objectives today, because it felt like the conversation, particularly because top esports have shown so many teams in the LPL that you can, in fact, contest for both objectives. If you do get, in this case, 6 grubs, a Herald, and one of the early dragons, AL is so happy with how that's happening. You know, they're going to be a split-pushing team to some degree because the Jax are so far ahead. Ult in mid lane forces that flash, but Hope might be forced to force that in return.
Hang on. Curtain call. 1 landed. 2 misses. 3. What for the 4th for kill? Ooh. Photic doesn't miss that one.
No, he doesn't. And Photic, we said there was some criticism about that positioning topside, though. Can't talk about that. Let's fight.
Comes down across a lot of people. All out. Outside of it, the redemption is not needed. And now Ali's in danger. The teleport top will secure the turret regardless. But everybody from NIP is coming, and I think this might be a do not enter in that particular acronym, as Zhuo will land a bit more CC. Down to Deadly Flourish, Shanks in danger, Counter-Strike comes on down, and anyone's legend getting pulled apart here.
Ooh, very close.
Wait, they get the burn?
They get the burn kill afterwards somehow. Did Shanks have a red buff? What was the extra damage on there? But NIP so close to cleaning up so many kills, can't quite get themselves the real capitalization, but they have been...
went for the ult play onto Photic, and that got swiftly turned around with the curtains getting called, and that stage show ended in disaster for anyone's legend. Rookie, though, might be making a rookie mistake.
Has flash, has Buster Shot, has the jump, doesn't have to use either of the big cooldowns. Teleporting. This is a big fight now.
Shanji now theoretically in a spot of bother. The ult does get across the side as Ale will get down a Counter-Strike as well. Shanji going all out, but I don't know how much further he got to go. Taken down, the redemption comes on through, doesn't matter that much. The equalizer is phenomenal. Zhuo goes to the backline, but look at the curtain call. Hope interrupts it, gets onto that Jin, who's got nowhere to go. Get jinxed.
And Photic is once again caught in check by Hope. Hope is taking this AD carry battle very, very personally. He's trying to assassinate this guy a number of times. I appreciate the get jinxed. And look, that is the... Look, we have some names.
The Disruptor.
Yeah, Ale being jumped on again. I don't know whether he's got a Leap Strike available. Does have Counter-Strike. Gets knocked up by Daisy just about out. Buster Shot and a last auto does the work required. Actually, that was on cooldown, so it had just been the explosive charge. Still another knock-up. Daisy CC. Proving incredibly obnoxious because you can't Counter-Strike those.
And you can see, again, we had a lot of complaints about Aki in their first 4
playing towards their win cons pretty well. If they can group up as 5, that brawly front line of Daisy and Ivan and Sante and Leona as a teleport comes on through. Pretty good on the retreat, though. Might be a little bit more difficult for us. Croco had to think about going on in there. Rookie comes on through with a good rocket jump away, but the equalizer into the Maokai ultimate is disgusting. Redemption buys some time, but it's just not enough. Shanji cannot stay alive. 3 are dead. Baron spawned, and anyone's legend make it a very unclose game in a matter of moments.
We said that NIP could fight their way back into it with a good Baron take. They could also fight their way out of it too.
Into an early grave.
No flash. He might end up just dying here. Alice flying over the wall to support his Maokai.
That's the Maokai gone, actually. Just blown up with a 4th shot, and now the damage back can be pretty huge. Curtain call could be dangerous. Into the Deadly Flourish, down to 2000 HP. Aki's got flash, he could steal this still. He could get very ugly for anyone's legend yet. He gets into the pit, goes all over, does not steal it.
doesn't steal it, and it does mean that there'll be 4 Barons out. Will it be 3? Photic can't get the last kill.
No, we can't get the last auto off, and Shanks with a flash and a fast bomb burns Photic alive.
It's a bit scrappy, but AL get themselves the Baron, and they get themselves 4 plays. You know, whenever NIP have committed to a gank or teleports have been pulled, they have been quicker on the response. They've been really, really good. It reminds me a little bit of BLG. They are very quick at punishing.
Here comes the carpet bombing, and it's a helicopter from the flank looking to turn into a full-on Apache. Unleashes on the back line of the Jin, is dead to right. Rookie trying to auto a little bit, but Counter-Strike prevents that one. Captain Flowers know what that helicopter looks like, and it's not going to matter. Ale is taken low, but not down. And the member dead means a quick shove through mid and a look towards the Baron that spawns in 25 seconds.
So Photic goes down. It's only the 1 kill. It's not the biggest win for AL, considering that they committed decent amount of ultimates and, of course, a couple of important flashes there, too. Still has himself the Zhonya's, still has himself the teleport to get into the play, though, so they can use this to maybe, again, reset up around this objective and punish NIP for not being able to control any vision on their red side quadrant. Joao is walking in there. Even then, it's quite dangerous to be walked up that far.
Oh, Joao.
This kid, exactly. He's trying to fight for vision. Instead, he's just found his death.
He's got no real way out. The teleport's coming on through. It's a bit deep, but it's top lane, and that means now with another member dead, Nale saying, well, you have to fight for Baron, but I can shove for potentially an inhibitor here. You are damned if you do, damned if you don't. Photic back on the map, though, could still prove dangerous. This Jin has proved to be pretty scary when the curtains have been called.
Feels like we are in Miracle Baron still territory. That's what we're looking for. Allah hops over the pit. Kyle has himself flash if he wants to go onto a target as well. NIP, they are not out of the woods.
There comes the curtain call. Try to steal it! Taken just down. That was well timed from Photic, but it doesn't quite happen. Kyle now going on forward. Actually pretty low. The equalizer afterwards still doesn't save Kyle. Down into the back lane goes Ale, who's busted a shot out. On the other side, Shanji goes all out, but there's just nothing left in the tank. Running on fumes. Corki gets another. Hope begins to unleash, and bows and arrows prove a little bit more deadly than a psychopath from Ionia at this point in the game.
And Hope really, really accurate again. I think, again, this Varus has been the unsung hero. Everyone else making the flashy moves, and suddenly an arrow comes in to capitalize on it. It's been a well-coordinated performance from Anyone's Legend. Maybe that Weibo series was just Weibo things after all. Anyone's Legend, they should be closing the game now, or just about.
Rookie tries to jet towards the wave, but just gets burned. Shanks is laughing his way to the back as he just sticks a knife in a little bit deeper. Shank by name, Shanks by nature. The turret's next on the list, and Anyone's Legend are looking like the LPL's Legends right now.
NIP, they were absolutely blown away by AL when it came to the big objectives later into the game. They were just a bit slower on the teleports, just a little bit behind in the important roles. And it does mean they will be losing the first Nexus. Anyone's Legend shrugging off that. It had that weird kind of like skipping bug where it kind of like randomly ping pong between 2 spots mid shuffle. But Shanks was a early jungle pathing, of course, was kind of traded like for like. Aki on the Wukong, much more comfortable on the bruises. Kyle gonna get hit as he hops away, but goes out of vision. It's not gonna get double tapped.
Oh, mid lane solo kill.
And we just hop back into mid lane, as we said, that Shanks goes back to one of his favorite picks, but he's against Rookie's LeBlanc. Flash now forced out in the bot lane.
Hang on, the turnaround might be pretty huge here. Gets rooted die by the Senna. That could prove really big in terms of the ability to chase on down. Kyle's about to have the door come off, and that could turn things into a difficult position. Zaki is also roaming down. Joe low, flashing away, stays alive. Now Photic is in danger. Aki could still turn this all around. Photic has to flash as well. A last auto would do it. Secured. Hope, though, will die. It's a 1-for-1.
So 1-for-1, but Hope and Kyle really doing well in the 2v2 later into the game. Giving a kill like that might just be what NIP need in this early game.
Oh boy.
What they don't need is Drow getting caught out. Has barrier from Spellbook, that might help here.
I don't think it keeps him alive. The arrow afterwards is well buffered with a Bellows Breath, but I think he's just huffed and puffed, and Croco has knocked his bot lane down.
That it has. And the thing about on W is that you keep moving while your W's on, but you...
And if they kind of get ahead of the curve, get themselves to the top of that damage, like hill, so to speak, and get very tricky. Ale has had to pop the ultimate bot. Then we go as well, trying to turn around. It's a good double knock up, and actually Kyle's don't die, surely. Will trade 1-for-1. Topside, Ale getting so much damage onto Photic, and he gets that one and somewhere else. It looks like
Kyle died on those. The isolated laners get something on the weak side. You don't have Dominus anymore. Alan, no rage either. What can he get here?
There's a slicing Maelstrom in a dream. A lot of damage back. The Cyclone comes on through. Cannot get close enough to W and Q Shanji.
All right. So basically, the tower dives on each side of the map end up in a 1-for-1. Kyle can stop this recall. Actually, I don't think he has W, so he
yeah.
has to get out. He had none of that defensive ability. Gold advantage between supports. 800 gold up as a 2v2 or AL, and that's going to very much help them. We've seen what Ashe can do if she manages to get good team fights. He's left low on top, so I can have to pop ult. Center ults on him.
That's going to prove a bit difficult. The Dawning Shadow comes on through. He's got a Dominus and a Dream. Gets a decent stun. Will have a Q available. It's a decent amount of healing. No way! The slow's too good, and that will eventually get Shanji in range for an auto.
The extendo bonk coming in from Aki as he finishes off the kill.
A little bit easier to mitigate from the side of NIP than the other way around. To the Herald we go. We might be seeing a 5v5 here. Teleporting in. They want this, but Shanji theoretically on a flank. Sure, from another angle too.
Shanks has Flash. What can you do with that one too? It feels like, again, NIP have the team fight tools.
Oh, Flash for the Cyclone. Into the core of the Forge God. And a slicing Maelstrom. Ninjas in pajamas. Take your hats off.
And they do hope. Ends up taking Shanji down, but it really, again, failed return. NIP have the team fight tools, have the early gold, use them well.
Every flash
Rookie.
from NIP was, but from anyone's legend was blood. Rookie just pops it.
Pops and flashes forward to guarantee that chain couldn't be snapped. Rookie assassinating the team too.
12 as well. This LeBlanc is going to be such a misery to manage.
Now the question is, can they shut him down? He has no flash. He used that for the play. Just uses Distort on the wave and his Mimic.
Oh, the arrow afterwards is fantastic. Actually, from Hope into the shuffle. Huge shutdown goes the way of Croco.
It takes 3 people walking at them and a handful of ultimates, but they get the king of mid lane back up, and there's no flash on Shanji. I think anyone's legend is spoiling for this fight. I think they're in a good
on
spot.
the flank here. Jork, hit by the Winter Spite, may well be forced to Bellows Breath here. Shanji now looking for his own angle, but will be spotted, as will Rookie.
They might be able to just hit Shanji on the
Here we
side.
go.
Here comes the call of the Forge God.
Dominus about to time out for all is the problem. That's a big engage afterwards. The stun, though, onto Shore gets him very low, but it will at least be a 1-for-1, theoretically. No, it's just 2 dead. They can't make the backline assassination happen. Ale waited too long. He goes down shortly afterwards as well, you have to imagine. A last auto does it, and yes, AL was spoiling for the fight, but they lose it nonetheless.
Yeah, they had full information and no flash on the cannon, but also Arla had no flash either. And the top laners both find themselves with lacking options. Shanks gonna go down from Rookie over the wall. The LeBlanc is truly popping heads.
And people like Rookie can be very scary to manage. The ethereal chain's not going to quite land.
You know, I just had a bit of a brain fart as well. How the heck did Kyle not manage to cancel out the Ornal himself? And now he's already used a shield. He can't do it again.
Oh boy, tower goes down. Shanji might be in danger, taken very low, but the Cyclone afterwards is really good. Finally, he's brought down, but Shanks is shanked in turn. Bleeding out in the mid lane. Anyone's legend get wrecked.
Anyone's legend are really struggling to set up plays in the way they want. Once again, Kyle can't do anything against Dro's ults on the Ornn. He's ended up using the E too early, and this fight is going to lead to a Baron going over from NIP. Should not be the tankiest member of the other team. He sat there with 2 tank items. He's got a Senna for healing him up as well. Rookie going to jump forward. Doesn't dodge the arrow. He's going to die.
That would actually be fairly huge. Big shutdown as well. He just bought a Medjai's no less. Wait, he's still alive? Not anymore. There go the stacks. They can keep going now. Croco stealing the body of the fed LeBlanc. Scary to work with. Kyle goes down. The damage back now pretty big as a flash for the Cyclone. Could look for part 2. Hope flashing away. Staying alive for just now. Croco can't secure the kill. Too much damage. Call of a Forge God now coming on through, and the train hits hard. Shanji ulting away. Shanks looking on forwards. Can't get the kills. Aki's Wukong just hits different.
NIP have struggled to find their way into Summer, but LeBlanc goes forward for the chain. We don't get to talk about that. We're going for another sideline play.
Rookie's there. Ale about to be in danger. The chains land. I think the top laners might get traded. No, they will not. And Croco now steals the body. Can look to try and get onto Rookie. And just throw out a shuriken or 2. That is actually pretty nice. A couple moments there from AL, who do have good picks still.
And they've managed to play around side lanes fairly well. The problem is, now they've used a lot of those tools. Can they return back to their base? Baron buff's still on for 30 seconds. NIP, they will give up objective bounties on these turrets, but can they take an inhibitor for it? AL, they get something at least.
Rookie continuing to do what the Cosmic Drives allows him to do, which is probably interrupt a lot of discrepancies, become a lot more solid.
Oh, floating modules got caught.
That's not bad. Huge moment. Can pick it up. Doesn't need the body. Croc can think about stealing it. Perhaps Jor now in a dangerous position. The arrow afterwards onto Aki, who just gets stunned. The Cyclone is down. Does not have flash available. Dominus is doing a lot of work. Chains come on through. Aki needs to keep on running. The Warrior Trickster. Flash for the Winter's Bite, but it's a good ultimate. And Shanji says no. Huge slicing Maelstrom electrifies the backline of anyone's legend. They're nobody's legend, but a dead Well, whole team, frankly, at this point. They're all gone.
The start of that was, again, AL looking for the pick, but they over-chase once they find it. And NIP, with a ninja in the top lane, the lightning ninja of Kennen, say no to AL, and they will send this to a Game 3 in their home arena of Shenzhen. NIP do not want to leave the race for top of Group D too early.
A desperate moment, they catch Photic for the first time in a
long-range skill shots, but feels like NIP, they have a much earlier game composition. They have themselves some very explosive lanes if they do go right, particularly with the Rene.
Nothing.
Nothing.
In my imagination, yeah.
Gosh, again, you can see how tense it is, how tense we're feeling about it, how tense would they play. NIP in front of their home crowd. AL, again, this should be a series that I think they were, I mean, before the Weibo series, absolutely favored to work. That's a good knockback.
That's a lot of damage. Shanji's in danger, does not have a Q. He takes a tower shot.
He takes the tower shot somehow, and Shanji in an all-important Game 3.
Alone and the Scuttle Crab up. Actually, Aki's deciding against Smite or Smote early, I guess. Failed the Smite fight, and now bot lane we go. Photic in danger. Gets taken so low, and that's the price of the summoners earlier. Only getting his flash now.
NIP knew. He looked really good on the center. His the non-traditional AD carries, but the Lucian army hasn't worked out. Level 6 from Croco. Hits Rookie.
Surprise, you were making those plays from across the walls last game. This time it's your turn. And the Soul Unbound secures a kill there for Shanks.
AL explode across the rift. We said that NIP needed a good...
But today hasn't been it. Some of those shorter range carries you said hasn't really been it. But now level 6s are in. Time to return the favor, but Croco's here too! Time to turn it around, but Hope flashing away, staying alive. The tidal wave, not fantastic, still goes down. The damage back onto Aki, pretty good. The culling comes across as well. It will still be the one for none, despite the counter gank being available.
Yeah, enter Aki. I really think NIP rely on Aki to be such a big instigator for this team, but he's not there to save Rookie.
Boy, that's so much damage. And with the Zeke's convergence as well, the additional damage is pretty obnoxious. Not the Warmog's rush we've started to see on Sejuani a little bit, but still
versus Rookie in their 2 series versus them in the group stage so far. And this is something really important for AL. Shut down that Talia.
The problem is Hope about to get jumped on, doesn't know. There's a teleport coming on through. We'll have a satchel charge, but nowhere to go. Rookie donated a kill. Something to get him back in the game.
So, Yordle in the bot side. He's saying, all right, going to hit him with the Aura's top as best as possible. Allah has ult. He can look for a fight.
I was about to say, so is Croco. Nominally, it's been Rookie, but he's changing targets here, trying to broaden his palette. The permafrost comes on through, and the combo is still pretty obnoxious.
That it is. Our melee champion synergy with the Sejuani gets that stun down nice and easy.
Going to fight around this Herald might not be a bad moment for NIP if they can find their target.
Okay. He's found people in River. Kyle's going first. We've got Leona.
Everyone there. They're doing so much damage, but the Fate Seal to the backline does not quite bring down Aki, who's trying to get the healing back. Still goes down. The culling's good, but Photic cannot secure the kill onto Kyle, who's now being run down by Shanks, who does a lot of queuing. Shanji in danger. Gets a big knockback with a seismic shove onto Ale, who needs to start working away with the footwork. Croco body blocks some of the additional damage, and it's a 1 for none in favor of anyone's legend.
Well, folks, we were asking. Simple as just overload a lane. It is helped by the fact that Ala has outlaned Shanji, and the fact that Hope and Kyle have outlaned Photic and Dro. They're trying to now go into crossmatch. Here comes Rookie. He's trying to look for the side lane play.
The last teleport worked out pretty well, but there's still the ability to go all out.
Cancel
I guess
the
it's
TP.
very scary. The TP was indeed cancelled all out. It's still going to be there. Shanji goes down.
Have a drink on Ala. He brings one down with him. It's the top laners both falling, but Rookie gets the teleport. Very important now, I think, that Shanks had his teleport cancelled. I think that Aki on the Wukong really ran them through.
Again.
Can they break this side lane?
Teleport behind, flash over the seismic shove, into the Mega Inferno Bomb. Shanks gets the Q through the flash, gets the Mortal Steel, and a Spirit Cleave to stay alive.
Shanks does not care for your Renekton. Shanji, who has forever been the stable top lane player, this split, it felt like he was the shining light, has had a very off series versus Anyone's Legend. He has been outplayed by both solo laners of Anyone's Legend in Game 3. It's going to lead to potentially a Baron. It's on Aki on a Miracle Steal.
Can get in, but the Q over the wall into the Solar Flare, Soul Unbound. The fish is dead again. Maybe we'll call it sashimi this time around. Ale gets pulled back. Photic runs out of photons. There is no light to be found. He plays for another team anyway.
Aki has to stand and watch his team fall apart. The ninjas, they have been well and truly exposed in the sunlight. NIP, one last shot to bring it back.
An Arctic assault into a glacial prison, into Tuna on ice. Maybe actually it should be Calamari considering the skin, but again, Jordice buys boots now. This is the point in the game they're at. Has not been able to afford boots until 22, nearly 23 minutes. I don't think she'll even get to use them.
Oh, well, feels like NIP, they have been taken through the ringer. Ala goes forwards, flashes it back into the team.
One last team fight. What will change? Absolutely nothing. The ascension continues. Anyone's legend continues to grow. They're not just anyone. They are damn well someone at this point. Renamed to VIP. They're here to prove they belong at the top of the tables.
Rookie goes down. NIP's stalwart mid laner could stand by and only watch in game 3. NIP lose to Anyone's Legend 2 times in the group stage in the double round robin. Anyone's Legend proved that it is not